live from the Quad Cities. This is CBS4 News This Morning.
New businesses in Rock Island mean a boost for the city and the QC overall. And a new tool is helping the Rock Island Fire Department expand their rescue efforts. Good morning, I'm Emily Scarlett.
And I'm meteorologist Anthony Peoples. It is Tuesday morning. I almost said Wednesday.
It is Tuesday, and we'll be into Wednesday soon enough.
It is Tuesday morning, so we're past Monday.
Yes, and it's been pretty hot last couple of days here.
Yeah, you know, the heat and humidity really kicked in yesterday. You know, we had 93 degrees on Sunday, 94 yesterday, officially in the Quad Cities.
Wow.
And we had a thunderstorm to pop up just north of the airport in Moline yesterday, and it developed into a severe thunderstorm as it moved through parts of Whiteside County and Carroll County. So we did see a little bit of stormy weather yesterday afternoon.
That's right, and as we'll mention here coming up, some folks are still sort of reeling from the effects of some severe weather.
And we could see a few more thunderstorms today. Now, while we're not expecting severe weather, a widespread severe weather outbreak over the next 7 days, there is the possibility that we'll see a few scattered showers and storms that could be on the strong side. Look at this line of storms beginning to break up to the west of us. A lot of heavy rain associated with that, but we do have a few little isolated showers and storms across Jackson County over into Clinton County and Carroll County, but off to the west, that's where most of the activity is taking place right now. 75 in the Quad Cities, 76 in Burlington, but it feels closer to 80 degrees out there this morning. Here are the showers and storms that developed across our area and raced off to the northeast, and we're still seeing those other showers and storms back toward Des Moines and Waterloo and Cedar Rapids. Most of them will head up into Wisconsin, but a few of them could break off and make their way across our area this morning, and then a better chance of showers and storms moving in here for tonight, tomorrow, all the way through tomorrow night and into Thursday. The better chances of rain will be in the overnight hours, and that's where we can see some heavy rain, but we also have daily chances all the way through early next week. High today 87, low tonight 67. Temperatures stay generally in the 80s this week, lower 80s for the most part. A daily chance of showers and storms through next Monday or Tuesday, but we will see a few dry hours each day also, but heavy rain and some stronger storms are possible with any of these showers and storms that develop.
Thanks, Anthony. Another rolling ribbon cutting for 9 new businesses is being held in Rock Island today. Ashley Richmond shows us what this means for Rock Island's downtown and the QC economy. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Emily. Today's rolling ribbon cutting is the second one this year, and Rock Island isn't the only Quad City seeing major growth lately. New housing, businesses, and community projects are bringing in some major bucks, and area leaders say that's a trend everyone benefits from.
The whole community benefits. You know, any investment downtown benefits somebody on 53rd Street too. I mean, this is the core of our community.
Over the next 2 years, more than $120 million will be invested into Davenport's downtown, with more than 300 new apartments either under construction now or on the way. And Rock Island is seeing the same type of growth all over the city.
Rock Island was the first of the cities to be innovative in terms of downtown housing several years ago, and now the other downtowns are following suit, and that's been very successful.
As the I-74 project moves forward, Moline and Bettendorf have plans in the works to restructure their downtowns. And the Fountainhead Hotel project could be the same catalyst for change in East Moline. All this business means more places to live and work for Quad Cityans, and the numbers prove it. Recent labor statistics show the QC unemployment rate dropped in June to 6.2%, the lowest rate for the month since 2008. Showing that all these groundbreakings and rolling ribbon cuttings are breathing new life into Main Street and the QC economy. The rolling ribbon cutting starts today at 2 at Small Wonders Photography in Jackson Square. Ashley Richmond, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thanks, Ashley. Pounding rain, strong winds, and dark clouds rumbled over parts of the QCA yesterday, and areas east of the Quad Cities took an especially hard hit, leaving hundreds in the Morrison, Illinois area without power this morning. Throughout Morrison, many neighborhoods have been left with trees scattered on the sidewalks and streets. The storm started around 2 in the afternoon yesterday, and the heavy rain and wind only lasted minutes, but now the city is littered with debris and hundreds are without power.
Also knocked down some trees on the railroad track, so they were shut down. About 30 was shut down for approximately 2.5 hours. So traffic was rerouted through town a different way, and it was a pretty big hassle to get anywhere in town.
Crews are working to restore power by 4 p.m. today. Residents of a Bettendorf apartment building were forced to evacuate after a fire last night. The 18-unit apartment building fire caused considerable damage to several units on the 3rd floor, and efforts to put out the fire caused water damage on the 2nd floor. All residents were evacuated and were eventually let back in to retrieve personal items, though it was still unsafe to sleep in the units because of high CO2 levels. The fire lieutenant says the extreme heat created challenges for firefighters because of the shortened use of oxygen tanks in the hot weather.
Well, especially in this weather, it's extremely hot. The guys cannot go through, 3 or 4 packs like on a cooler day. So right now they're going through 1 or 2 air bottles and then having to go to rehab because of the heat.
The fire was under control within 15 minutes of the department's arrival. There were no injuries, but the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Well, whether it's land or water, Rock Island Fire can now get the job done. Roland Glenbine tells us how the department is finally getting a much-needed tool to help save lives.
The Rock Island City Council giving the go-ahead last night for the Rock Island Fire Department to purchase a brand new rescue boat.
Pretty much the only agency in the Quad City area that never had a boat, so we thought it was time for us to get one.
That will soon change after the council gave the go-ahead to buy a new $75,000 26-foot rescue vessel.
I think with the development on the river, with the new docks that came in down in Shreveport Park itself, and the activity that's happening along the river, I thought it was necessary for us.
In the past, Rock Island was dependent on getting help from Davenport, who has 2 rescue boats plus a fire boat.
It's going to be a wonderful thing to have a second boat in this pool.
Howard says they use their rescue boats at least once every week.
The boat traffic on this river is incredible, even the recreational traffic. There are tens of thousands of boats on this river, every weekend day.
Just 3 years ago, Davenport added a fire boat to their fleet with all the bells and whistles.
It has the forward-looking infrared camera on it, so we can look for bodies in the water at night.
Rock Island's boat will not have all the advanced technology. It will be more than just a rescue vessel.
We'll have a fire pump on it, so we could utilize if we need it for a fire situation.
Fulbert says $25,000 of the $75,000 price tag comes from a donation. The rest will be paid by the Fire Tax Fund. Chief Fulbert says the boat will be docked at Sunset Marina and should be in the water come next spring. Roland Glenbine, CBS4 News this morning.
Thanks, Roland. 2 people are safe after an early morning rescue yesterday along Rock River. It happened around 2:30 yesterday morning near Black Hawk State Park. The Black Hawk fire crew responded to the scene where they found a man and woman in the water. They were pulled out within an hour. Neither person was injured. The suspect in a recent Galesburg murder has been captured. Christopher Kroom was arrested yesterday morning by the U.S. Marshals Violent Fugitive Task Force. The 29-year-old is accused of stabbing another man on August 13th, who later died of his injuries. Kroom, arrested in Lake in the Hills, Illinois, has been charged with first-degree murder and unlawful possession of a weapon by a felon. His bond is set at $1 million. Iowa State Senator and Democratic candidate for Governor Jack Hatch campaigned in the Quad Cities yesterday, talking about his plans for boosting the economy. Hatch released his Community First economic development proposal. The plan would break Iowa into regions that would have a local economic development authority to dole out money as it sees best to stimulate Iowa's economic growth under the leadership of a citizen board. Hatch says it's designed to replace the current top-down approach.
We have people who sit on that board who are from the communities and know how to create the jobs that we are needed. And we're also going to look at small businesses and encourage small businesses to participate more in the investment programs that we have.
In a statement, Governor Terry Branstad's office touted their own efforts to reduce unemployment and bring in economic development, while saying Hatch's plan pits Iowans against each other in a dog-eat-dog fashion. Rock Island has named its Citizen of the Year. Rock Island High School head of security Charles Butler beat out 7 others for the honor. Supporters say Butler led the Alice Safety Training Program at the high school and is always there to help in times of need. The other nominees we spoke with say it's an honor just to be nominated.
That's something that I'm very committed to doing, lots of things, especially bringing young professionals into leadership roles in the community and getting people out into the community. So it really feels good to be recognized by my city, by my community.
Butler will now serve as the Grand Marshal in the Rock Island Labor Day Parade. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge has taken the nation by storm, growing in popularity by the day. So it was no surprise when meteorologist Anthony Peoples and I were challenged to take it on. Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm Emily Scarlett. This is meteorologist Anthony Peoples. We're with the CBS4 News This Morning team, and we're taking on the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Emily, we were challenged by Gil Mickelson and James Hamilton, so we are choosing a hot day to do this, so we're playing it safe here. Anyone you want to challenge?
That's right. As a matter of fact, I'd like to challenge our morning reporter, Ashley Richmond, to take on the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Okay, and I want to challenge East Moline Mayor John Thodos and Moline Mayor Scott Reyes to do it. And just to get some international and national attention, I'm going to a couple of concerts in early October in Chicago. So Andy Bell and Vince Clarke of Erasure and Enrique Iglesias and Pitbull, your challenge too.
Oh, wow.
Are you ready for this?
No, I'm not, but let's do it.
All right, let's do this. There you go. All right. Are you ready?
No, this is awful.
Oh, I'm so glad it's warm out here today. We survived.
That's cold.
The challenge is on.
A lot of fun. I could probably watch that a few more times and I'll still enjoy it, Anthony.
Yes, it was very refreshing. And you know, we sort of took the easy road by doing it on the warmest, the hottest day of the year, because some of these people have been doing it when it was rather chilly outside.
That's true, but it was not planned that way. It just worked out that the day we arranged to do it happened to be a really nice day outside.
Yes, and if you're doing the ALS challenge anytime this week, temperatures are going to be pretty warm. So make your donation, get the word out there, and let people know how they can help out too.
Absolutely. You know, I wasn't all that excited about having ice cold water dumped on my head, but hey, it's for a good cause and I ended up having a great time.
Yes, it ended up being very nice, and some of my friends were concerned that you did it in your pretty dress and everything, but you said it would survive.
Yep, the dress is doing just fine, don't worry.
Yes. Well, if you have to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge anytime this week, temperatures are going to be warm enough for you that you'll be able to enjoy the icy cold weather just as well as we did. Right now we do have some showers and thunderstorms out there this morning, but the biggest cluster of storms is taking place off to the west of us. Look at the heavy rain just to the northwest of the Cedar Rapids area. We will see some showers and storms not only today, but much of this week. We'll let you know when the best times you'll see those showers and storms are next. You're watching CBS4 News This Morning. The time now is 6:44.
You're watching CBS4 News This Morning with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is CBS4 News This Morning.